the provost of the Nigerian Bible College, Nigerian Christian Bible College, my very beloved minister, whom I'm so delighted in. My minister, Joe N. Obinna. So you are welcome. It is my pleasure to equally recognize each and every minister of the gospel here present, elders of the church, deacons, and as I said before, every single leader of the church. And I want to recognize all the song leaders, teachers, directors, writers, and lovers that are here. I want to join voice with the planning committee chairman to welcome you to the 8th edition of the Fruits of the Lips 22. This gathering today. I do not know why I said I would not address this gathering today, but I must address this gathering. I am particularly pleased with God for the privilege and the grace to see the 8th edition of this program. I'm also thankful to God to be found worthy to be involved in the organization of the Fruits of the Lips All Night Praise. The theme for this year's edition is All Praise. And we consider this theme apt at a time like this, when the society is charged with political happenings and every single individual is trying to put forth the strength and all that his preferred candidate has to offer. But for me and for you as a child of God, our praises should be unto God, because all that praise their candidates after the election might not have the opportunity to praise them again. They might not have the courage and the reasons to praise them again. But our God is ever the same, yesterday, today, and forever. So he is the only one that we can praise with all the praise that we can ever have. So put aside the people that you have and praise this living God, for he is the only one that can say yes, and his yes remains yes. He's the one that will love you today, tomorrow, until eternity, and will never change. Even when you falter, he will always love you. At the 8th edition of the Fruits of the Lips, it is always our pride to appreciate brilliant performances on the stage, particularly people who are able to present the theme song according to the standard of that song. And this year won't be anything different. We'll always stick to a standard as far as that is concerned, as to say that we shall appreciate the 3 best presentations of the theme song for this year. We shall appreciate the best presenter and the you are presenting. We had desired to appreciate other presenters in various categories like solos, duets, trios, and all that. But for some obvious challenges, we could not do that this year. But it's a promise. A subsequent edition, we will definitely take care of that. The Fruits of the Lips is a project. It is not a show. It is not a cinema. It is a project. It is a worship service. It's a sacrifice that we put forth unto God. And I'm so much pleased standing before you now to recognize the various people and groups that have really accredited by the Nigerian University Commission. I also want to appreciate the Glorious Summit. I want to appreciate each and every person that has contributed to the success of this program. I want to also use this opportunity to thank the planning committee for the Fruit of the Lips 2022. They have done wonderful work. Some of them, since morning, they left their houses. They have not been able to go back, just running around up and down to make sure that this event is successful. And I want to thank you that has suspended your busy schedule and make it to this edition. And I want to apologize for any inconvenience you might pass through by reason of the change of the venue. I want to also use this opportunity to explain that the change of venue is not based on any other reason except for space challenge. A lot of people call to find out why we are changing the venue, but nothing except because of space. Because of experience that we had last year, because of the weather that changed, and a lot of people suffered. So we tried to look for a larger hall that will accommodate more people. But it seems the hall is not even big enough to accommodate everybody. When we started, we thought we would not be able to fill the hall. But now I'm seeing that the hall is not even big enough for the people. So I want to once again welcome you to the Fruits of the Lips 2022. As we have selected the theme song, O Holy God, all praise to thee. We call on everybody that shall mount the stage to present that song, to understand that song and what that song means, and do their best to present them as much as they can, sticking to the standard and the rules of that song. The judges will do their objective assessment. It's important to note that in this year's edition, there is no chief judge. Every judge is independent. They will do their independent assessment, and then the average will be calculated, and whoever emerges the winner shall have the day. On this note, I want to thank you so much for coming out for this year's Fruits of the Lips. And I want to promise you that the presence of the Lord is with us as we sing. And we know that when praises go up, blessings come down. As the Bible says, that God inhabits the praise of his people. It is our prayer and wish that God himself shall come down, take his seat in our midst, and inhabit the praise of his people. Before I step down, I would love to sing a song with the AWF praise team. Can we have them up here, please? Elohim, you never change. Elohim, Elohim, eternal. Sing Elohim, Elohim, you honor and power, salvation and glory, honor and power unto the Lord our God. For the Lord our God is mighty. Yes, the Lord our God is omnipotent. The Lord our God, he is wonderful. For the Lord our God is mighty. Yes, the Lord our God is omnipotent.